Hello guys, back to the video. Today is day 56, season 2, so that's going to be done. So after here we have the Defender, Catcher and the Honda Quad powered up. In the shed we have the Keenan feeder and the Flamer roller. Bits and bobs there, Farmer's Son's Golf and the Yard Scraper. Then we have the John Deere Tyler here. So this isn't where she's going to be living, but we just moved her here the other day because she hasn't been used properly. I say properly as in hasn't been used for like a couple hours during the day since we did second cut. She hasn't been used since. She's been sat in the yard, then we moved the bag, but that was only a couple of minutes, so she hasn't really been used or haven't really ran. So we just sort of took her for a spin around the yard to park her here, let her run, and then we turn the engine off, and just so it gets a bit of, but just to get it running really, because she has just been sat in the yard. And then now she's sat for a bit, we'll take her probably later on today or something. We'll take her back to where she is near the cow shed, and that's where she tends to live, and then we can at least say she's been running, and yeah, hopefully we can get her doing some jobs now the weather's starting to get better. A bit late, but yeah, we've somehow managed to get bales in and stuff and silage, but yeah, she's definitely earned her keep since we've had her for about 2 years now. She's early 2000s tail, I think, and I mean, yeah, she's had lights broken off her, beacon breaking off her, exhaust broken off her. It still just doesn't have the little exhaust at the top, but it still does have like the pipe through there. But also she's early 2000s, so she fell apart really, and then she came here. Yeah, but the lights on the front are broken off, but yeah, she's still going. I mean, the paint is basically perfect. There's a couple of scratches, but I think they resprayed it before they gave it to us. But yeah, she's doing well, considering she's quite old now. Bucket, oil tank, sheet trailer, Gator T6 175, and the New Holland 740 powered up. Then you got them 3 chickens knocking around the yard. Then in the shed we have the bag of wool, KTM dirt bike, lawnmower, John Deere bale wrapper, class rake, and a class round baler. So we still don't have the new mower. Should be arriving in the next couple of weeks, so hopefully in a couple episodes time we should have it. We haven't quite bought it yet. We do have our eye on one that's quite close. Obviously we still have to go through the process of buying it and make sure that we haven't really checked over. We've just seen the pictures, so tomorrow we're gonna go and see it in person, but I think we will buy it by judging by looks of the pictures. And they have cleaned it up and everything, changed the blades, so all brand new blades. It might come with new blades, I'm not sure. But yeah, so hopefully in the next couple of episodes we'll have a new mower. Well, hopefully. Then here we have the main man himself, the farmer, in the disco on the Ife Williams slabber trailer, and the JCB mini digger is finally doing her job. So he's got the wheelbarrow there, the shovel, and the grading bucket. So he's heading to a I don't know where it is. It's somewhere pretty close, but it's someone trying to level their garden. But because they've had the people before them had a pond, and they filled it in, they still need to level it and stuff. So they kind of need the digger for that, and to get rid of any excess, because they want it basically as flat as possible. So it might take a couple days, maybe like 2 days, because obviously we still have to get there, see what we have to do. But yeah, luckily the farmer knows a bit of construction and stuff like that, and done a couple of jobs with the digger before getting into farming really, so he knows his stuff. So hopefully it'll be an easy job and a bit of money coming into the bank. 5612, fertiliser spreader, spearhead edge cutter, trail forager, and the John Deere 6910S powered up. In the shed we have the herbs, dump trailer and New Holland mini baler. You got the floating double baler lifter there and the foot brake. Then we have the master size trailer, pit silage, tail trailer. And here we have the Farmer's Son in the Massey Ferguson 6616 with the muck grab. They're both finally not just sat in the yard, they're actually doing a job. He's coming back from loading up a muck spreader for a farmer. So the farmer was, all of his workers and his son were all on jobs, so he didn't really have anyone. We offered to help. So I'm not sure if he got paid. Yeah, so he's just coming back from loading up. She's not a bad tractor, to be fair, on the front loader. We bought the tractor because it had a front loader. So yeah, it definitely does well, even though if there's something heavy on the front, the back end barely sort of tips. So, you know, she's not a bad tractor for a front loader, not a bad tractor in general. It's just a shame she doesn't get that many jobs because she's quite a big tractor. But yeah, she's still a good tractor. Then in the field, got all the ewes and lambs, as I all the ewes. You got the chickens, chicks, ducks and ducklings knocked around the yard, around the field. It does look quite empty, a bit too empty, without lambs. And then in the field, you got all the cows and some of the calves, and then you got some of the lambs. You got the meg lambs there. Those two are staying together. And you can see if there's twins, those two are staying together. Those two, those two, those two, those two, and those two. And then you've got that single and that single. I'm not even bothering with the others. But yeah, so it's nice to see that the sort of twins are staying together. Yeah, they're getting quite big now, so they're not really running around the fields that much. But hopefully we can sell them off about we'll tend to sell them off about September time, maybe. In between September and November is when we tend to sell the cows. So the calves and the lambs. Obviously, because some of them don't tend to be as big, but we might be able to get rid of most of them. Also, we've got lambs and calves and piglets at the other farm, so we have to sell them as well. So yeah, bit quiet in the yard today, but still, hopefully we'll get some better weather and more jobs going on. And then down the lane, we have the dealership's Valtra 70th anniversary with a Kuhn VB 3150 baler on the back. So I don't know if they're delivering this or if they are doing a bit of a baling job, or maybe someone's bought the tractor from the dealership. Not too sure, but the dealership used to use this as their sort of delivery tractor, so they're on a low load and stuff like that. This is the tractor that delivered the 6920S when it had the beacons put on it and the exhaust. They did a couple other things, but they were the two main things that you can see on the outside. So yeah, it's kind of a red setup there, and then behind it we have a small farmer, in his Land Rover Defender 11090, I think, or 110, and he's got a horse box on the back. So I think it's his wife and his daughter that have the horses. So I think he's just heading back to the farm. He's got no horses in the back, so maybe he's picking up the trailer or something, I'm not sure. Yeah, but he's heading back to his farm there. So yeah, so to the video guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and